Hi everyone, this is Yogesh again after a long time. So, a few days back, a few months back, I guess, I told you that I was about to give my exam, and there's some good news that I would like to tell you. So, the exam that I was about to give was of IELTS, and so in this video, I'm about to share with you the experience and how was the process. What are the things that one has to do to book the exam, and what are the things that one has to take care before going to the exams. So let's start from the very beginning. Uh, so I booked my IELTS exam. I will give you the result. Means I got my result, and let me tell you that I am qualified, and I got uh, six overall score, and it's all right. Like for me, because while working, it's quite difficult to cope up with other activities. So, however, it was all right. Like the the test was good, and the score is all right. I was not expecting much. Of course, I can't because while working it is means literally I actually prepared in 1 week. I was knowing about the whole test. I was looking at it every day, but I was not preparing. I was unable to prepare it. I was unable to do take revisions or maybe practice a bit because the whole time went on the most of the time is of office work, so I was unable to give any of it. So in the very last week, I was able to give the time. However, my health was not that good, but still, one has to do things. I really forced myself to do it, and it went all right. So coming back to the topic again. So I gave my exam and I booked the IELTS test online, and it's quite easy. You just have to go on your Google and type IELTS official website, and there you can see that there is an official website link in front of you, and you can click on it. You can book your IELTS over there, easy, easy peasy, and you can also there is a flexibility that you can choose a day when you want to give. However, however, you will not be able to, 1 second. Yeah, I think everything is fine. So my laptop was asking for the charger. Okay. So, where was I? See, this happens when you get disturbed. All right. So, yeah, I was over there. You can do everything online. You just have to book the IELTS online on its official website, and there is a flexibility that you get that you can choose a day when you want to give the exam, and you have this flexibility, so you can choose a day according to yourself when you are free. See, uh, I was thinking about choosing a day, since 2 months, and I was unable to book my IELTS exam because of that. So guys, make sure, because I was feeling that I am unprepared or I'm not prepared yet for the exam, but it went on happening, and it kept happening, and this was the reason you know, I just made a decision that I have to, book the IELTS, otherwise this session will also go. Uh, so yeah, I booked my all online IELTS online, and there was a amount of 15,000 approx. It's almost 16,000, like 15,700 approx that I can remember right now. So you make sure that you have to pay for your booking, and there should be, before booking, you should make sure that you have your passport with you, and it should be, if it's not uh, you know if it's expired or something like that, make sure that you are uh, uh, doing things according to it, so that because you have to bring that passport in front of that examiner, and before going to the test you have to show it. All right. So I booked my IELTS, and it was on 1st of April 2023. So I booked it, and just day before that I got my speaking test date. Uh, So on 31st of March, I was having my speaking test as well, and just a week before I got this information, because when you book for IELTS, you know the 1st of April you have the test, but you are not sure of the speaking test. So make sure that speaking test will lie in between, means near to that date when you are booking. So it could be day after or maybe before that. So you just have to prepare for this, make yourself prepare for this. So yeah, on 31st of March, I was having a speaking test, and let me tell you that how it went. And I went over there. If you guys are looking, means watching this video, then if you guys are from Noida, then you must be aware of Sector 18. It's an IELTS office near to the metro station. You can search it on your Google Maps. You will find it. There is a tower called, I'm unable to recall its name right now. There is a tower. There are two towers, and both the towers has IELTS office. So you have to go over there and give the IELTS. If you are from Noida, make sure that you choose Noida in that booking section when you are about to book your IELTS. All right. So I did all the things, and I chose the day, and it was the evening time. You get the option of choosing the time as well. So I go on for 1st of April. I'm again saying it because you will not be able to change for speaking test. It will be automatic. You have to be on time over there, whatever time it is given over there. So you can't change it. But the day that you choose, you can choose the timings as well. So I chose the timing. It was the evening time that I gave, and it went well. So let me start from the speaking test. So make sure, guys, that you are bringing your passport, and make yourself calm a bit, because the whole area is quite professional. It looks professional because everyone is talking in English, and you may feel a bit nervousness, but make sure everyone makes mistake. I'm really reiterating that keep yourself calm, and to be in that situation, to be calm, you have to talk to others, and that's the only way you can make yourself calm. So uh, talk to others, because I don't know why people don't talk, but I started talking because I was feeling really nervous, and I was quite afraid about the speaking test. So I just want to give that flow to me, because if is I just want to get used to of that language, of English language, before going to the exam. So I just started talking with every other person who is coming by. So there were some other candidates as well I have been talking to, and it was quite a good conversation we had, and it's a good thing. So yeah, uh, I went over there. There were some rules that you have to keep in mind. That I was being seated in one empty room. There was a whole LED screen, a TV over there, television over there, where there was a whole slideshow going on, and it was telling us that make sure that you don't do all those things, like don't take your cell phones, your pen or watches or anything like that, pencil as well. You will get everything over there. You just have to go empty handed. All right. So I waited over there for 15-20 minutes. So I like it went for too long, and I washed my face, and came back, and after 2 5 minutes I was being asked to I was asked to go over there in a cabin. So I went over there, and there was a examiner in front of me. So there's something that really like to tell you guys, that make sure that whatever the things that in that cabin, if you are being distracted by any of it, make sure that you tell beforehand, because if the it gets a bit awkward when the recording starts. So make sure that you do it beforehand, because it happened with me. uh, the whole background that cabin's background was really distracting me, because the curtains were up and I can see the whole Noida in front of me. And and I was really distracted. The metro is also over there, which was coming again and again, and I was being distracted. So make sure that you say all those things that may distract you. So coming back to the point again, so that's a tip. Make sure that you take care of it. So the three things that there are three sections you must be aware of IELTS. In speaking, there are three sections. The first section is the introductory part, where the teacher and you guys have a bit conversation, a small conversation. It should not be very long. The answer should be crisp and concise. Uh, you should be able to give your, or means it should not carry any opinion, any kind of opinion. It should be well explained, but not that much. Um, so it was quite well. Like first and second section went well. The first section was like introductory part. She asked me some questions, and I answered it. Then came the second part, the second section of the test, where you've been given one topic to speak about for 2 minutes. So make sure that you are speaking about it for at least 1.5 minutes, or two. If you are speaking, like if you are all right, then she or he or whoever the examiner is can stop you in between. So make sure that you don't get hesitated or something like that, and you are keep on speaking. Make sure that you stop for a second and let her speak, because she can do that. She or he can do that, of course. So yeah, second section. So let me tell you the topic as well. I got the topic of noise. Like when and what was the place uh, I went to, which was crowdy and noisy. So I told my real story, uh, and real story, not a story, of course. It was a real incident happened with me, so I shared it with that. And I feel really confident when I speak truth. And if you are being treated, means if you feel the same way, because whenever I'm telling lie, I may get uh, uh, hesitated while speaking. I may lose my words. So I was trying to explain the whole thing, and it went well. After that, the third part, and as I said, like I was being distracted. The third part was the section where I got distracted. Where I got distracted too much. Like I've been distracted from the very beginning. But third part was very recognizable that I am really get distracted. I think she also was able to recognize. But you can't break the topic over there in between, because the recording is on. Maybe she will not break, or maybe you can't do that in between. All right. Speaking of it, after that, like the next day on the 1st of April, I got my three other exams. It was about 2.5 hours. I gave all those three exam in one sitting. So guys, there is a tip again. The tip is that make sure that you empty your tanks before going to the exam room, uh, because I I was feeling really, uh, I was feeling pee, and I went to the washroom, and I lose 2 minutes of my exam. So I don't want to you guys to do that. Make sure that you drink less water. Stay hydrated, but it should be not much. It should not much. You should not drink much, because it happened with me. I don't want you guys to face it. So because there is whole, there is a whole process that that comes by when you go in between your exam. Like you have to leave your passport back, you have to give the fingerprint over there. There are some other things. So make sure that you don't do it. But if it's an emergency, then it's a good thing. Like you can go, but it should not happen each and every time, I should say. So yeah, so I went for the. So first of all, the listening test came up. So the this whole uh, order doesn't change. The first of all, the first exam that we have is of listening, then reading, then writing. So the listening one was quite well. Make sure that you don't leave any question unanswered, because there is no negative marking. If you lose, then it's definite that you will get zero in that question. So you make sure that you answer each and every question. Maybe you may guess it wrong, but it's all right. You have to answer. Otherwise, you will lose one mark anyway. So better answering it. Sorry. So yeah, the listening was all right. I went through it, and make sure that you are being a bit proactive. You are listening to things accurately. Make sure that, oh yeah, there's one more thing that I want to tell you. Make sure that your headphones, your everything that you are uh, using over there should work. Mouse, keyboard, your screen, your headphones, everything should work. Otherwise, you won't be able to, get another chance. If it's an emergency or something like that, if it's an exception, then you may get chance, but that is a wastage of time. You better don't do that. It's not a forcing thing that I'm applying on you right now, but take this as an exam, just an exam. Just don't pressure yourself too much. Uh, you don't want to, waste your time, of course. So make sure that you don't do it. All right. So yeah, listening was all right, and then the reading came. I gave the answers, and reading was quite. There were some all passage long passages, and I you know I some answer. There were some tukkas I used over there. Uh, I hope those were all right, and that's the reason I got six. And after that, like in writing section, make sure that you uh, cross the limits, words limit. The report writing has uh, 150 words, and the essay should cross 250 words. So you don't have to be too much accurate. It should not be 150 or 250. Make sure that it exceeds a bit, maybe 20 or 50, 20 or 30 words, so that you can make your ending better. Whatever writing you are doing. So those were the things that happened with me. Make sure that you note all those things. The first note is that you are uh, uh, emptying your tanks before you are going to the washroom. Whatever you want to do before the exam starts, and make sure you don't leave any question unanswered, because there is no negative marking. And yeah, uh, in speaking test, make sure that you speak to people. It's not that you don't have to be so much nervous or afraid of it. It's quite easy test. You don't have to make yourself pressure. Make yourself feel pressure, because this will ruin your exam. Because if you stay calm, let me tell you something. If you stay calm, you would be able to give your 100%. I'm really literally saying this, because whatever you do, it would be 100% accurate. But in case you are being distracted or maybe nervous or being being thinking about it, then this will actually ruin your exam. Definitely make sure that you make this place, that whole place, a comfortable place where you can talk to each other, and make sure you don't make noises over there because it's a quite office area. So make sure you don't make noise. But that means, but I'm not saying that you should not talk. It's a quite important thing. Keep yourself calm before the exam. Yeah, that's it. Because that's the only way that you can, give your 100%. Otherwise, you will ruin it. All right. That's it from my side, guys. I really feel whenever I share things to you guys with you guys, feel really great because helping others is something really important because I myself feeling the same thing. So I just don't want you guys to face the same things, same problems that I faced. So things are quite easy. Don't make it too hard for yourself. It's not a huge thing. Make sure that you practice a bit. Okay, the speaking test and the writing test are quite important. See, listening is something very much scoring. So make sure that you do it. Listening and reading is something that is very much scoring. Speaking and writing is really requires practice. So everything it requires practice, of course, but listening, focus on the listening and reading, and speaking, keep on practicing it every day, each day. It should not be skipped. Uh, and writing section takes 1 hour, so make sure you practice it a bit. And more important than that is that you are understanding, how the essay and how the report writing should look like. Okay, means there are some rules you have to focus on it. If you are if you are you want to know about more about writing section, then I can make another video about it. But as of now, I just wanted to explain and the things that I experienced, and that's all, I think. So really nice talking to you guys. Uh, have a nice day. Take care of yourself and your family. So the COVID thing is again coming to Delhi. I heard in recent ISIS. So make sure that you are wearing mask and giving mask to the loved ones as well, because it is getting again the same at the same level. However, people are not dying, but yeah, still unhealthy people can also create problems. Even I am feeling right now. I'm you know See, all right, guys, take your time, practice it a bit, and you would be great. All the best. Take care. Bye.